whatever time it is, wherever you are and whenever you're doing this. Welcome to Stay Home and Yoga Strong. Thank you so much for showing up, however you show up. If you're sitting there with your cup of coffee and you just want to watch the yoga today, awesome. If you want to roll out your mat and have a seat and join me, that's great too. So this is all for you. Yeah, like you're home, who knows what you're up to? You know what you're up to. That's the most important thing. I'm just going to throw out some suggestions for the next hour. And thank you for hanging out with me. I think it's great. So today's focus is going to be on our spines. So I read this great quote and actually couldn't find the source. There were like 3 different people who said that they said this. But our spines we are only as young as our spines are flexible. So I'll say that again because I messed it up. We are only as young as our spines are flexible. So you hear a lot about the things that you should maintain as you age for good health. Balance is one of them. Grip strength for a number of reasons is another. But I think spinal mobility is way up there. You know, being stiff in our spine extends throughout the rest of our bodies. So today's focus is on spinal mobility. Not so much about flexibility. It's not about touching your toes. It's not about stretching. It's about being able to move freely and comfortably with ease in your body, in your life. So the more the more mobility, more movement we have in our spine, the more movement we have in our whole bodies. So coming to a seated position, comfortably wherever you're seated, on your mat, on the floor, on a pillow. If seated cross-legged doesn't work for you, you can prop yourself up, grab a pillow or a blanket or something and sit on that. So it lifts your hips above your knees. Any way you can sit comfortably so your spine is nice and long, top of your head reaching up to the ceiling, and you can sit comfortably without having to hold on. And moving into your body, out of your head, whatever you're thinking about, your to-do list, your worries, concerns, put them all down for the next hour and join me in your body. So moving in and maybe doing a body scan and just notice how you feel today. What would serve you today? What kind of movement? What kind of breathing? What do you feel like will serve you today? And make sure whatever I say, you also get that. So giving yourself the gift of attention, of self-love. And moving into your breath. Allowing your inhales to look like whatever they do, and then allowing your exhales to go all the way to the bottom without forcing them, without thinking too much about it. Just exhaling all the way completely to the bottom of your exhale. And then the inhale comes naturally. Allowing your ribs to expand, your chest to expand, your belly to soften as you inhale, and exhale, releasing tension out. Just naturally, like water flowing downhill. Inhale, your spine grows taller, and exhale, maybe your shoulders soften away from your ears. Maybe your jaw unhinges, or your lips soften, or the space between your brow softens. One more inhale, maybe open your mouth, and a big sigh out. We'll start seated today and get some music going. So just some gentle movements. The spine likes to go in certain directions. So we're going to encourage that to begin with. Holding on to your knees, draw your nose in towards your navel. So it's a seated cat-cow. So your nose rounds in towards your navel, really scooping out your abs here, drawing your shoulder blades away from one another. As you inhale, sitting up tall, let your chest lift, chin lifts, but your low ribs are staying down. So we're not flaring through the low back. It's opening through the chest and the chin. And exhale, round. And inhale, open. So flexion and extension of our spines. And back to neutral. Place one hand down on your mat. Inhale, lifting the opposite finger straight up out of your rib cage, out of your armpit, And exhale, tipping over to the side, pressing down with your palm on your mat to keep your opposite hip grounded. So side flexion. Inhale, come up back to center and switch sides. Lifting up and exhale, tipping over. Press down with the palm on your mat. Back to center. Let's do one more time each side. Warming up through our ribs, through our hips. Waking up our spine. One more time, the opposite side. And back to center. This is the wrong song. Sounded a little too much energy here at the beginning. Take one hand and place it on your opposite knee. The opposite hand to your side or behind. Inhale, your spine tall, and exhale, twisting over, gazing over your opposite shoulder. So the hand that's behind that shoulder. I don't know lefts and rights when we're facing one another, so just do one side and then we'll do the other. As you inhale, your spine grows tall, and exhale, maybe twist a little bit more. Let your head and neck be the last thing to look around. Coming back to center, nice and easy, other side. Inhale tall and exhale, twist from the ribs through the shoulders, neck and head are last. Inhale, lifting your spine, and exhale into the twist. Coming back to center, place both hands behind you. Inhale, lifting your chin, lifting your chest, opening through your chest. Draw your shoulder blades together and a little bit of a, it's not so much of a back bend as more of a chest opener. And exhale, forward fold, whatever it looks like for you, as far as it feels comfortable in your spine. Coming back to seated, and if you're cross-legged, switch your legs. The opposite one's in front. We'll do the same thing. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold forward. Coming back up to seated, and have a lie down. Lie down on your mat with your feet planted, hands behind your head, elbows slightly lifted. Press your mid-back into your mat, your low ribs coming towards your pelvis so your core is on. Inhale here, exhale, lift your chin and chest up toward the ceiling, squeezing your low ribs down and keeping it there so the tension in your core is on. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Keeping the tension in your core the whole time. We got 5 of these. So see if you can keep your ribs from flaring up when you lower your head. 2. Last one. Moving into bicycles. Right knee in. Left rib cage towards the right knee. Squeeze. And then switch sides. Nice and slow here to begin. So we're warming up our joints as we're heating up in our core. Switch and squeeze. And squeeze. Next time the right knee is in, the left ribs are pulling, hold here. The left leg can stay lifted. You can press your heel down into the mat or bend your knee and place your foot on your mat. Keeping your torso twisted, extend your right leg long and exhale, the knee comes in for 5 of these. So the left leg has options, so your low back can stay pasted to your mat. Squeeze. 2 more. Keep your knee in and open your torso. Inhale and exhale, twist, just the torso. Again, options for your leg. Your left leg can be lifted, heel down, or keep your foot planted on the floor. 2 more. Last one. And then together, leg extends and the torso opens. Squeeze. 3 more. Last one. And we'll switch sides. Left knee in, right ribs toward the thigh. Same thing, right leg can lift, press, or plant. It's just the leg. Inhale, open, exhale, squeeze. Two more. The leg stays in. Inhale, open your torso. And squeeze. Two more. Last time, the leg and torso move together. Inhale, open, exhale, squeeze. Keep checking in with your low back. Move your leg, your extended leg, so that it makes sense to keep your low back pasted down. One more. Back to center, hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Extend both feet up toward the ceiling. Hands behind your head. Extend your right leg long, so your legs are in an L, so far as that your low back can stay pasted, right? So if it means bending your knees, that's totally fine too. Or maybe your feet are closer up toward the ceiling. Lift up toward the ceiling. Twist. Both feet lift. Just 3 of these. Inhale up. Twist. Press. Up. Twist. And press. Knees in. Second side. Same thing. Lift up. Twist. Lift the legs. Lift up. Twist. And lift. Last one. And rest. Knees in. Rest. Together, both knees drop to the right. Maybe your arms are out in a T or in goalpost. And then together, both knees drop to the left. One more time, both directions. Again, looking at your spine moving with fluidity, grace, mobility. Back to center, hug your knees and rock your way all the way up and over to all fours, finding tabletop. From here, full flexion and extension of our spine. Inhale, drop your belly. Chest lifts, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round through your spine, nose in towards your navel. Push your palms into your mat, separating your shoulder blades. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Back to tabletop. Keep your left palm on the mat. We're going to do thread the needle. Inhale, lifting your right arm up, and exhale, thread your right wrist behind the left all the way down. One more time. Inhale, open, and exhale, sweep down. Inhale, open into a counter twist, and we'll switch sides. So right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm lifts, and exhale, slide it through. Inhale, open. Exhale, slide it through. Let's take an extra breath down here and unwind. Back to tabletop, and we'll do a round of cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. Shift your hips back towards your heels, coming into child's pose. Walk both of your hands over to the right side of your mat. Press your left hand on top of your right and your left hip towards your left heel. So you're getting a side stretch. Coming back through center and switching sides. Back to tabletop and find extended tabletop. Top of a push-up from your knees without letting your belly collapse down. Nice and strong through your core. We have 3 push-ups. Inhaling down and exhaling up. Stay nice and strong through your core so your belly goes with your spine. One more. At the top, inhale and exhale all the way down to your mat. Press down with the tops of your feet, down with your palms. Inhale, lifting your chest, lifting your heart forward, baby cobra. Elbows together and down towards your waist. And exhale down. Again, up into baby cobra. Crown of your head reaching forward, toes reaching back. And exhale down. Option to lift your palms, inhaling to the last baby cobra here. And exhale down. From knees or toes, press your way up and back to downward dog. First time keeping your knees bent. As much as you need to get that length in your spine. Walking your dog, bending one knee, lifting one heel. Both heels lift. Inhale, your hips lift higher, and exhale, heels float down to your mat. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your heels. Exhale, heels float down. Shifting into plank. You can always come to your knees. One push up here. Inhale down. Exhale up and back to downward dog. And again, coming to plank from knees or toes. One push up. And back to downward dog. Last time plank. One push up. Pausing in plank. Inhale at the top and exhale all the way down. Taking your time to get there. Coming up to the back bend of your choice. Baby cobra, full cobra, maybe up dog, the kneecaps lift. And back to downward dog. Bend your knees, walk your way to the top of your mat, finding forward fold. Your feet are hip width apart, your knees can be bent so that you have the length in your spine, top of your head relaxed, and back of your neck is long. Hands on your shins, inhale to a flat back, gazing straight down, and exhale, forward fold. Bending again at your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe hands on your thighs, pressing through so the backs of your legs begin to open. And exhale into chair, hips drop, chest stays lifted, arms come forward. Your feet and knees are pulling away from each other. Press down to rise up, sweeping your arms up over your head, palms touch. Exhale, palms to your heart. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Hold on to one forearm with the opposite hand, lifting your fingertips up, and then tipping over to the opposite side. More spinal love. Coming back through center and switching sides. Finding that mobility, that ease and grace. Coming back to center, big inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward dog. From here, inhale and lift your right heel up and back. Exhale, bring your right knee to your nose, coming forward into plank arms. Your hips are low, nice and strong and stable with your shoulders. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring your right foot between your hands. Your back knee comes down gently. Inhale, rock forward. And exhale, rock back. Rocking your way forward, curl your back toes under, lift the back knee and draw your feet together. Left hand stays on your mat. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Bending your elbow, place your hand on the back of your head so your elbow's pointing straight up. Inhale here and exhale, you're twisting so that your elbow comes straight down to the floor. I guess you're untwisting here. Inhale as you twist open and exhale, elbow down to the floor. Inhale, open. And elbow down. Release your hands. Your right hand stays down. The left arm lifts up. You can pivot the back foot down, twisting open to the opposite side. Big inhale here. Both hands come down the inside of your right foot and then walk your hands over to the long side of your mat. Bending one knee, straightening one leg. Shifting back and forth. You can have your hands on your mat for support. Couple times each direction. And then walking your way back to runner's lunge, front foot to meet the back. Let's do 3 push-ups here. If 3 isn't your number, if 0 is your number, that's great. If you want more, this is all for you. Inhale at the top and exhale down through your back bend or straight to downward dog. Yogi's choice. You can always skip the back bends. And we'll make our way back to downward dog. Next, inhale, left heel lifts up and back. And then bring your knee to your chest, nose to knee, plank arms. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left foot comes between your hands and the right knee comes gently down. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Rocking forward, curl your back toes under, back knee lifts. Draw your feet together. Right hand down, left arm up. Bending your elbow, hand on the back of your head. Inhale here. Exhale, knee comes down. No, that's your elbow. Inhale, twist. Exhale, elbow down. I got body parts. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Both hands come down. The left hand stays down. The right hand lifts. Maybe the back foot pivots. Both hands down and then walking back to the long side of your mat. That same thing. Bending one knee and straightening the other, shifting your hips side to side. Getting nice and warmed up. One more time to the back. Coming back to the front, back to runner's lunge. Front foot to meet the back. Inhale at the top of your plank from knees or toes, and as slow as you can go, all the way down. Maybe hovering an inch or two above your mat. Nice and strong. And then all the way down to your belly. Uncurl your toes, tops of your feet press down. Extend your arms over, maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width. Lifting your arms up. Exhale, drive your elbows down to your waist and back straight. Grab an imaginary bar and pull yourself down, elbows down, head comes forward. Inhale, exhale, drive your elbows back to your waist and slightly behind you. This time, arms straighten. Inhale, lifting up, and then exhale, drive your elbows back. Arms come forward, lower down. Lift up, elbows back. Arms come forward, lower, lift, and drive. Squeeze. Hands on either side of your ribs. Curl your toes under from knees or toes, back to downward dog. Bend your knees, walk your way to the top of your mat, finding forward fold. Release your head, release your neck. Maybe open your eyes and gaze at the world upside down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale through chair. Nice and strong, press down to rise. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, palms to your heart. Maybe draw your feet a little bit closer together. Inhale, sweep your arms up and exhale down into chair. Hands at your heart. So your feet or knees are closer together, but they're still pulling away from one another. Draw your left elbow over your right thigh, twisted chair. So the twist comes from the low ribs, not the hands pressing. So the low left ribs come towards the right thigh, and your palms are just gently touching each other, like you're just holding a piece of paper so it doesn't blow away. Maybe check to make sure your knees are on the same plane. Sometimes one likes to press forward. Inhale in your twist, and exhale back to chair, and we'll switch sides. So the right low ribs coming towards the left thigh, and then the hands come together. Check your knees. In the twist, big inhale, and exhale back to chair. Can you lower your hips a little bit more? Inhale here and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to downward dog. Next inhale, right heel lifts up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Plank arms. Drop your knees straight down, tap your mat, and press it straight back up toward your nose. 2 more times. Tap down, press up. Tap down, press up. Inhale all the way back, 3-legged dog. And exhale, right foot between your hands, coming up into a high lunge. That back foot walks forward just a little bit so there's a bend in your back knee. Back heels lifted, arms up overhead. Inhale here, and exhale, the right hand goes back. Maybe your gaze follows, the left hand goes forward in a twist. Inhale back to high lunge, and then the back knee is gonna come and hover, and your elbows are gonna come down and slightly behind. Pulling your elbows down like you have that lat bar. High lunge, twist. High lunge, and bend. Squeezing your feet together. Everything's working. High lunge, twist. Back to high lunge, and bend. Covering that back knee. Back to high lunge, and we're going to move into warrior three. So we're going to project ourselves standing on that front leg. The back toes can stay down for support, or maybe your heel lifts up, but your toes are pointing down, and your hips and shoulders are pointing down towards the floor, keeping your chest open just like baby cobra. Option to move into half moon. If you have a wall near you or something to balance with, maybe, I don't know, whatever you have in the room, or maybe you don't need anything. So you're gonna, from warrior three, stack the left hip over the right hand comes down, maybe your left hand's on your hip, or maybe your left hand comes up. So your arms are moving in opposite directions, and your foot is pressing towards the back of your mat. Nice and gently back to warrior three. Nice job. Back to high lunge, so the front knee bends, the back toes touch down. Inhale high, and exhale, frame your hands to meet your front foot. Back to plank, moving into side plank. So rolling onto your left palm first, so stacking your shoulders over each other, maybe extending your top arm, so everything is stacked. So from here, you can drop your bottom knee for support, and maybe lift the top leg, or maybe both legs are extended and you lift the top leg. Wherever you are, we're going to do crunches. Knee and elbow together, extend, find the length, and crunch. Keep that bottom shoulder nice and strong so you're not collapsing into the floor. Let's do two more. Squeeze. Last one. And we're going to switch sides, nice and slow, back through plank, finding opposite side plank. Same option, you can drop the bottom knee, you can keep them extended, maybe lifting the top leg, stay here, or maybe crunch for 5. Two more. Last one. Nice. Strong, back to plank, through a back bend, or straight to downward dog, your choice. You're always welcome to take more push-ups. Next, inhale, left heel lifts up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Squeeze. Left knee taps straight down. Press up for 3, 2, last one. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, foot between your hands, high lunge. Woo. Okay, let's do this again. So first we're going to twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. Maybe you gaze behind. Back to high lunge. And the back knee and elbows bend together, drawing your feet together. Keep your elbows slightly behind. High lunge and twist. High lunge and bend. High lunge, last twist. And back to high lunge and last bend. Pausing at the bottom, nice and strong. Back to high lunge and out to warrior three. Here we go. Standing strong in that leg. Back toes stay pointing down. Hips and shoulders all down to your mat. From warrior three, maybe moving into half moon with whatever support you need. Maybe a wall, that's a good one. Stacking your right hip over your left. Left hand down, right arm up. Back through warrior three. Back to high lunge as back toes touch down. Nice, inhale high. Exhale, hands down to your mat, front foot to meet the back, and down to your forearms. Forearm plank here. So your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. We're gonna move into side forearm. So bending your left arm so your forearm is parallel to the top of your mat, and then shifting over so your right hip's on top of your left, and stay strong in that bottom shoulder so you're not collapsing. Pressing yourself really strong through your elbow. Option, you can take your top foot, bend your knee, and use that for support, or keep both legs extended. We're gonna do hip dips. So the bottom knee comes down and press up. So you're really pressing this hip up, down and press up. Inhale down, exhale up. 2 more. Last one. Back through the other side. So the right forearm comes right on top of the left, and then rolling yourself over, strong through that bottom shoulder. Same options, the top foot can come over and bend. You can keep your legs extended, drop your bottom hip, and press the top hip up. Exhale, up. 3, 2, last one. Back to plank. From knees or toes, take some push-ups, go through a back bend, or meet in downward dog. And we'll all end up in downward dog. Bend your knees, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale through chair. Press down to rise all the way up. Big inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart. Okay, from mountain, we're gonna move into eagle pose. So eagle can look like many things. So wrapping the right knee over the left, like crossing your knees, just like you're crossing your legs, and squeeze your inner thighs together. So the right knee's on top, so the right elbow is gonna be on bottom. So sweeping the right under the left, and then drawing your elbows up. If this is not accessible to you, the idea is just to cross midline. So you can take your hands and cross them so the backs of your hands are touching and you're gazing through your hands, whatever shape you're in. See if you can stay away from gripping in your toes. Draw your inner thighs together, draw your elbows up, keep your chest open. On the next inhale, we're gonna open our eagle, big arms, big legs, and then find warrior 3. See if you can balance your way all the way to warrior 3. From here, we're gonna do crunches. So everything's long, inhale, exhale, everything comes in small, like a single leg crunch. Inhale, open, exhale, crunch. Inhale, open, exhale, crunch. Inhale, open, nice. To high lunge, the back toes come down. Inhale, palms together at your heart. Your right elbow is going to come over your left thigh into a twisted lunge. Option to stay here and step the back foot to meet the front in a twisted chair, or you can untwist first and then step up to chair. Yogi's choice. We're meeting in chair. Challenging your balance, strength, and mobility. If you're still twisted, go ahead and untwist. Press down to rise up, big inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, second side, we're getting twisted. Left leg up and over, crossing. Draw your inner thighs together. Sitting down. So the left leg's on top, the left elbow is going to be on bottom. Sweeping the left under the right. Again, options. If this doesn't work for you, this is great. Shoulders strong, elbows lift, chest stays lifted, thighs squeeze together. Stay out of your grippy toes, stay in the arch in the middle of your foot. See if you can balance right in the middle of your foot. One more big inhale and exhale and fly like an eagle into warrior 3. Back toes are down, hips, shoulders pointing down. Inhale, long, exhale, crunch. Small like a ball. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, everything crunches, knees, elbows bend. Inhale, long. Last crunch. Back to warrior 3. to high lunge. Back toes come down. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands to your heart. Again, twisted lunge. Left elbow over the right thigh. Same thing, the twist comes from the ribs, not the hands pressing together. Stay here and step the back foot forward to twisted chair, or untwist first and then step to chair. If you're in twisted chair, untwist. Inhale here and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward dog. Inhale, right heel lifts up and back. Exhale, knee to elbow into single leg plank to straighten the right leg. Knee to elbow, single leg plank. Maybe add a push-up. Knee to elbow, single leg plank and push-up at the same time. Knee to elbow, inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Bring that foot back down, finding downward dog. We'll do the second side. Inhale, left heel lifts up and back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Single leg plank. Knee to elbow. Single leg plank. Add a push-up. Knee to elbow. Single leg plank and push-up at the same time. Knee to elbow. Nice job. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Back to downward dog. Bend your knees. Walk your feet to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find chair. Press down to rise up all the way. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, we're gonna move into some burpees. So I read something actually that for a stay-at-home workout, the 3 exercises, if you only did 3 things, push-ups, squats, and burpees. So how about that? We're all about that. So we're gonna do some burpees. So burpees, when they're done slowly, looks a little like a sun salutation. So it's still yoga. So at the top of your mat, your feet are wide, heels in, toes out. Inhale, sweep your arms up, and exhale down into a squat. Your knees are pressing away from one another. Squatting all the way down that you can plant your hands on your mat and then step back to plank with your knees slightly bent. So you're not in a full plank, your knees are slightly bent. Step back up to that wide squat. Press down to rise up, big inhale. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, squat. Inhale, tall. Oops. So you exhale when you get small, it's like a bellows. Inhale when you get long. Exhale, small. Inhale, tall. One more, just like that, nice and slow. Exhale. Inhale, keeping your core strong. It's just that solid plank. Squat, press up. Okay, now we're gonna lose the arms up overhead and move a little bit faster. Squat down, step, step, stand. You can lose the steps, you can hop. If you're hopping, keep a bend in your knee so you're not tweaking your low back. Or if you do a strong, solid plank, make sure that you really have solid control over your core so that you're not bananaing in your back. Okay, next level would be to pretend that the back of your mat is hot lava and you don't want to be there for very long. Hop, hop, stand up. So whatever level you're at, we have a minute starting now. So a minute of burpees, your level. You can go faster than this too. You can go gangbuster if you'd like. Get your heart rate up, that's where we're headed next. So you can get a head start on that. But it is a minute, it's not like 20 seconds. So it's more of a long race. It's more of like a 10K. Well, I don't know what it is for you, but a minute of burpees is kind of a long time. We're halfway. You can add a push-up at the bottom. You can add a jump and a clap at the top, but keep moving. Full body exercise. So the article I read, 15 seconds, said burpees is a great full body exercise, and at the end of it, you will hate life. I don't know why people say that. Why do people hate burpees? Burpees get a bad rap. 5 more seconds. Last one, and rest. I don't hate life, I love life right now. I feel great. I hope you do too. Okay, so our heart rate's up a little bit. We're gonna keep moving in that direction. So the next is the HIIT. It's 20 seconds of 100% effort. You get 10 seconds of rest. 20 on, 10 off. I think actually we have 9 rounds. I didn't change my timer from last time, so we have 9 rounds. We get a bonus round. Okay, it's gonna be squats and then squats. The second squat, or all of them, could be jumps if you want to. You can do them all jumps if you'd like. Okay, I'm gonna change the music. The next beep is a get ready. We're gonna squat. So you can squat just like we did with the burpees, where your feet are wide and your knees press out. If it works better to be narrow, totally fine. Okay, here we go. So it's 20 seconds. This is work. This is 100% you right now. Well, sometimes the griddle's not quite hot. It's that first pancake thing, right? Sometimes you just have to wait until the griddle's really hot. This is like the test pancake. So just see how this one feels. All right, so the next one, the griddle's hot. Okay, and we have 8 rounds starting now, so that was kind of perfect actually. So this one, if you want to add a jump, if you jump, land softly on your toes, watch your knees that they don't collapse in. Use your mind's eye and your intention to keep your knees pressing out, going down and coming up. Okay, this is where we start building up some heat. And rest. Woo! Okay, back to squats. Okay, griddle's hot. 100%, here we go. The depth of squat is determined by you, your body, and your form, right? Form first. Don't let your form leave you. That's first. Woo! And rest. Jumps. All right, here we go. Okay, so the idea is to get out of breath. So if you're not out of breath, what more can you give? Maybe that wasn't your 100%. Woo! Oh my goodness. Hello, legs. Oh, and stop. Woo! All right, we have a few more. Get some oxygen when you can. Here we go. Another round, your squats, your 100%. Maybe you go low and slow. Maybe that's where you're at today. Or maybe you just want to squat like you're the wind. Like a blur. And rest. Okay, now we have 4 more. 4 more, 20 seconds at a time. We got this. Woo, here we go. If you're jumping, this one's a jump. If you haven't tried to jump, maybe try 1. Or maybe just come up onto your toes, pressing the top of your head up. Imagining you're jumping. Just getting some air in your mind. And relax. Almost there. Heart rate up. Doing good. All right, let's squat. Here we go. Maybe you do every other one fast and then slower but deeper. Mix it up a little bit. Oh yeah. Almost there. And relax. Okay, you guys, 2 more. Second to last one is notoriously hard because we're not done, but we're kind of tired. So dig. I like the option of toes. Gets the calves, still get a little plyometric in there. Lengthening strong muscles, straight spine, reaching up to the sky. and stop. Okay, last one. No tricks, just work. Just hard, honest, sweaty, out of breath. Here we go. Maybe these are the best ones because your body knows what to do. Just crank them out, one after the other. Get them. Almost there. Don't stop now. You got more? Let's do it. And stop. Woo! Nice job. All right, coming back down. Get some air, get some water if you have some nearby. Let's see. Awesome. Ooh, I'll get some water. All right, out of breath, coming back. Coming to your mat, standing tall in mountain pose, softening your gaze or closing your eyes, and notice how your body feels now. Just notice, maybe there's blood rushing to your fingers and toes, maybe your heart is racing, maybe it's hard for you to catch your breath, maybe you feel freaking awesome. Just notice. And then slowing our breath down, slowing our heart rate down by slowing our breath. Inhale, arms up over your head, palms touch, and that long, slow exhale as you bring your palms to your heart. Imagining your body slowing down. Inhale up and slow it down. Using your breath, using your intention, using your body. One more time. Inhale up. Long exhale, hands to your heart. Pausing here and notice how your body feels now. Moving into standing pigeon, balancing on your right foot, cross your left ankle over your right knee. Sit your hips back and then down so that your knee is staying over your ankle or over the middle of your foot. Flexing your left toes towards your knee, keeping your chest lifted. Maybe bend more through your knees. Maybe hinge at your hips, drawing your chest open over towards your thighs. Nice and slowly come out of this. And then to warrior three, however you get there. Maybe you balance, maybe your toes come down, shifting into warrior three. Back to standing pigeon pose. Same thing, hips back and then down. Come back up to standing and shake it out. Back to mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to your heart. And switching sides. Flexing your top feet. Hips come back and then down. Chest stays lifted, spine is long. Maybe bending more. Maybe hinging at your hips, drawing your chest towards your thighs. Coming back up. Back to standing, finding warrior three. However you get there. Chest stays open, back toes stay pointed down. Standing back up. Last time, standing pigeon. Crossing your ankle, hips back and then down. Back to standing. And shake it out. A little bit wider than hip width apart, heels in, toes out. Hands on your hips. Keep those low ribs down. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest. And exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees if you need to for your hands to reach the mat, or placing your hands on your legs for support. Release the back of your neck, release your head. Draw your left hand towards your right foot, right arm out and then up. Big twist here. In the twist, big inhale. And exhale back to center. Switching sides, right towards the left foot, left arm out and then up. In the twist, big inhale. And exhale to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward dog. Next inhale, lift your right heel up and back. Exhale, right foot between your hands. Coming up into warrior two. The back foot pivots. The front knee stays bent and pressing towards pinky toe side. Arms are stretching away. Feet are pulling together. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Front palm lifts. And exhale, side angle. Front arm on your front bent thigh. Back arm lifts and tracks over your ear. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Coming back to warrior two, and then finding high lunge. The back heel pivots, hips and shoulders and arms sweep towards the front of your mat, back to this high lunge, and back to warrior three. Nice and slow. So here, staying in warrior three, or moving back to half moon. So stacking your left hip over your right, right arm down, left arm up. Staying here, or moving through warrior three. You could stay here, or revolve your half moon. So the left arm comes down, and the right arm lifts. This might feel weird and awkward, but it's a great spinal twist. Back through warrior three. Nice job. Back to high lunge. Big inhale. And exhale, hands down to your mat. Front foot to meet the back. Let's do some push-ups. Inhale down. Exhale up. Let's do 5. Give our legs a little break. You can always skip them. You can take child's pose. You can do them from your knees or skip them all together. At the top, inhale and exhale all the way down to your belly. Uncurl your toes, extend your arms. We have those broken rows again. Inhale, lift your arms up, chest lifts. Exhale, drive your elbows back. Lengthen your arms, lower down. Inhale, lift, drive your elbows, extend your arms, lower down. One more time, inhale, lift. Drive your elbows, squeeze. Hands on sides of your ribs. Back to downward dog from knees or toes. All the way back. Left heel lifts up and back. Draw your left foot between your hands. Pivot your right foot, finding warrior two. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Side angle, coming forward. Back fingertips lift up and over, tracking over your ear. Inhale, reverse, keeping that front knee bent. And side angle. Back to warrior two. And then high lunge. Back heel pops up, everything faces front. Hips, shoulders, arms. Into warrior three we go. You can stay here in warrior three or find half moon. Right hip stacks over left. Right arm lifts. Moving back through warrior three. Stay here or maybe revolve your half moon. Right hand comes down, left hand lifts. Back to warrior three. Back to high lunge, big inhale. And exhale, hands down to your mat, front foot to meet your back. Let's do 5 more push-ups. These are the last ones. Each one as good as the first. Form first. When you're done your push-ups, meeting in plank from knees or toes, inhale at the top and exhale all the way down. Extend your arms at your side. Draw your fingertips towards your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Crown of your head reaching forward, toes pulling back. Maybe the tops of your feet lift in locust. Inhale, exhale, release. Hands on either side of your ribs. Curl your toes under, press up and back to downward dog. Bend your knees, press back to child's pose. Sitting yourself up, sweep your legs around toward the front of your mat. So you're sitting on your bottom. Moving into half Lord of the Fishes. There's options here. So one option is you can bend your bottom knee and then cross your top knee over. So I think what you see is your right leg is bent and your left leg is over. If this doesn't work for you, you can keep the bottom leg straight and cross your leg over, or you can keep your foot on the inside of the inner thigh. So these are all options for the same stretch. Do what works best for your body, your anatomy, your mobility. So if you look, whatever you look like, the left knee is bent, the right arm is gonna wrap around your knee and hug your knee into your chest. Or place your right elbow on the inside of your thigh. Wherever you are, inhale tall and exhale twisting over to the left. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your spine tall with every inhale and exhale. See if you can twist a little more. Gently unwind out of that and switch legs. Whatever option you had on one side may work on the other, or you may feel differently side to side. So the right knee is bent, so the left elbow is either wrapping around your knee or on the inside of your thigh. Inhale tall and exhale twist. Inhale tall and exhale, maybe twist a little bit more. Slowly unwind your legs and roll all the way down onto your back, setting up for bridge pose. Ankles under your knees. Press down with your heels to lift your hips up to the ceiling and walking your shoulder blades together. Maybe your arms are together and you can clasp your hands, maybe not. Press down into the mat to lift your chest. So opening through your collarbones. Draw your feet towards your shoulders energetically, like you're trying to move them, and press your knees toward the front of your mat. Relax your throat, relax your jaw, relax your face. Shoulder blades back where they were. Come up onto your toes so your heels lift. Inhale here and exhale, roll down. One vertebra at a time. Tailbone touches, heels come down. Rock your knees side to side. Okay, setting up for another bridge, or if you have a full back bend, if you want to take wheel, more than welcome to do that. So setting up for back bend just the way that we did. If you want to do wheel, place your hands on either side of your ears with your fingertips pointing down towards your shoulders. And start by gently lifting so the top of your head is on your mat. And from here you press down to rise up. If that's not in your practice, stick with a bridge, opening your chest, relaxing and opening. And my daughter stole our Spotify. Stealing it back. Oh my goodness. Nope. Oh, Ella. Well, my 15-year-old just took my playlist. All right, we can do this last bit in silence. So if you're in wheel, come down. If you're still in bridge, make your way back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock your hips side to side. And then together, both knees drop to the right. Extend your left arm over to the left. Nice and easy spinal twist. We've done so many twists. Our spine is so thankful for us. Especially after a long week of maybe sitting or just not moving as much as we normally do. Draw your knees over to the opposite side. Nice and gentle. This is like a I love you at the end of a letter, of a long love letter. I love you, body. Thank you. Back to center. Maybe hug both knees in one more time. If there's one pose that your body's calling for, you just need this today, take a moment now and give yourself what you want, whatever that looks like. Figure 4 is a good one, since we did so many other stretches to get our legs again. So just like standing pigeon, crossing one ankle over the opposite knee, holding onto the back of your thigh or the front of your shin, and draw that shape towards you, flexing the toes closest to your nose. See what you can relax into with every exhale. Maybe it means shifting your hips side to side till you find that right spot just for you. And pausing when you get there. Big inhale, long exhale. Unwind that shape and switch sides. And draw that shape towards your chest, holding on to whatever's available. Maybe it means actually grabbing a t-shirt or something if you can't wrap your hand around your leg, using a prop. When you get into your shape, maybe rocking your hips side to side, finding that spot, and then pausing there for long inhales and longer exhales. Melting into it. Whenever you're ready, unwind that shape and find your final resting position. Maybe it's laying on your back, legs and arms extended. Maybe bottoms of your feet come together, your knees out wide. Maybe you're on your side. Maybe you're seated. Whatever it is for you, a position where you do nothing. It requires no energy to be there. And letting yourself float in the echo, the after effects of this incredible journey, this incredible work, this incredible love story. I know I feel like when it comes out of my mouth, it sounds cheesy, but I really believe it. I believe that this is a love story to ourselves. I guess I'm cheesy. Maybe inhaling to the count of 4 and allowing your exhale to be longer if counting helps get out of your head and out of your thoughts. Before we add movement, do a body scan from the top of your head, down your spine, down your arms, down your legs, to your fingers and toes, and see what you can release with your exhales, what tension you're still holding on to. Every exhale, let it blow away. And coming back into your body with some movement, maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe extending your arms up overhead, fingertips and toes as far away as they can be. Big inhale and a long exhale. And ready when you are, draw your knees into your chest, rolling onto your side and pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keeping your gaze soft or your eyes closed, just a moment to acknowledge this incredible work, this gift that you've given yourself, this hour of self-love. You've given yourself what now you have to be able to give to others. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me, for moving your body, for breathing, for all of the things that you give, and most importantly to yourself. Thank you so much for being here, and the love in me sees and honors and is so grateful for the love in you. Thank you.